what you want to hear. And it'll make sense to you because you're following your heart. Isn't that interesting? But some people follow their heart and end up in hell, quite frankly. You and I, that's why we need to be rooted in the Word of God. And when in doubt, you trust the Word of God. Why? Because we are the called out of ones, out of the world. And the deal is, many of our hearts are shaped by worldly values and worldly systems because of worldly pictures and worldly statements that have been made that seem logical and palatable to us. But the reality is, many of the world's values are in direct contradiction to the Word of God. I can't tell you how many people over the years I have listened to, and I have asked, why have you made this decision? Well, I prayed about it, and God said it's okay for me to do this or that. And I don't want to give you any specifics in order to create any kind of guilt or shame, but you can imagine all the things I've heard over the years. By the way, I am unshockable. I've lost that ability to be unshockable, or to be shockable, quite honestly. And there are a lot of people who will say, well, I prayed about it and God said it's okay for me to do this. And it's in direct opposition to the Word of God. And when the world standard says certain things, this is acceptable or that's acceptable, when the Word of God teaches something totally different, then you and I are to opt for what the Word of God says, even if it creates offense. Again, you don't have to be offendable in your spirit, but you need to have some conviction to say, I stand on the Word of God.